We're awake, we're alive, got the fire in our eyes. We're the kings, we're the queens, and if this is just a dream, don't wanna wake up. Let this feeling break up. We're running free, running wild, never running out of style. Got the fight, got the stuff, got the never giving up. Not gonna shake us, nothing's gonna break.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the New England Patriots and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here we go! What?
Again, it's Elliott. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Hey, got three. Here we go!
A first down carry by Elliott. And some room to work. They get 31 yards that time. And it'll be a Dallas first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. A first down throw coming for Dalton. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. 2nd down, the ball on the 2 here. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry for Carlos Hyde. He takes this for 3 to the 29. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. 6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. It's second down. Dalton looking. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now a first down following that long gain.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands,
speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Flash alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Dalton sets up play action. Backing up. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Rashard Matthews, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Patriots are back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Oh, and a bad throw there It's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Wide open, Gronkowski. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
A reminder coming up at halftime. Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before that. Throwing, Dalton. And he's got his man on the out route. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it, to throw it underneath, a short pass like that? But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking it. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They slot Gronkowski outright. A first down throw coming for Dalton. He's got time. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
He dropped that one, and it almost felt like he was disappointed he wasn't the primary receiver. Because we saw the guy scan the field, came to him on a check down, and running.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Looking for someone to throw to. Still back there. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike. It's a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And let's shift now to talking about the Patriots defense. See if they can regroup a little bit. They gave up the touchdown last drive.
And you know from our meetings with coaches all across the league, one of their pet peeves, when teams get down, a lot of these guys now, they want to treat it like it's a video game or something. Hit reset. Let's start over, coach. Out of the first 2 series, they don't even matter now. Let's play again. That's not how it works. You're down, you gave up a touchdown, you can't do it again. You have to dig in, grit it out, and fight it out. Reset buttons. It's driving everybody crazy. There are no reset buttons when you're playing in this game.
Preach, Chucky, preach. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. So we've reached halftime in a wild... Geez, don't you at least want your guys to get a drink of water? Probably pretty thirsty. Whatever, your wish, our command. Third quarter now. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The defense for the Cowboys getting set to go. They are up on the scoreboard, but that first half probably not what they envisioned defensively.
When you give up that many points, it's never what you envision defensively. I don't care what game you're playing in. Any defense has pride, and they're not going to say, that's acceptable. But winning gives you a little bit of a margin, a little bit of a cushion, gives them a chance to correct some things.
Yeah, they start the second half with that cushion. Dalton up, play action. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Surveying the field. All kinds of time. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Here's Riley Dixon now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then,
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Deep drop. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And he's brought down. 16 yards to the 16 and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. 1st down, a run with Hyde. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Jalen Smith out of Notre Dame. Partner, that's got to be one of the best stories in the NFL, seeing him out on the field.
Yeah, it really is. That injury that he had during the bowl game against Ohio State, boy, that hurt his draft stock. So nice to see him out there.
I had him rated as the top player in his class in 2016 before his injury. He ends up going in the 2nd round, and now he's starting to make the plays we expected to see.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. 3rd down from the gun. Dalton looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And he'll bang that one through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to him back.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Cuts it out here, left sideline. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big run that time by Elliott. 58 yards on the ground. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell him, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite
under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Randy Gregory in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. He's got time in the pocket. Great protection. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. When they have the football, it will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Partner, we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle. It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Touchdown, Cowboys! Their dangerous wide receiver with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Randy Gregory in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And after that rough game last week, you see the improvement here in this one, no doubt. I thought they might defensively take the blueprint and try to hold him down, but whatever they've tried to do, it hasn't worked as well.
And I think the reason it hasn't worked as well is that they found the gaps between coverage. And what I mean by that is ordinarily, with a player of this caliber and stature, try to make sure you're on him right off the line of scrimmage. Bump him, get him off his route. What he's doing, though, is getting off the line of scrimmage, and before the second guy can get involved in the play, the ball's being delivered. That allows him to get upfield and make even bigger plays.
Finding time. Look at the time. He's going to air it out, and this will be caught at the 30. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
and they pick up the first down on a fourth down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on third down or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well, but boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
To throw here, Dalton. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 10. Dalton once more. Slant route caught by Edelman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Dalton operating in the red zone now. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
380.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. His throw caught right around the 6. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. This will be Dalton again. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted? So many things to go through.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Elliott. And he's going to be stopped. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go, Ohio! Ohio!
They go to Elliott again. And the play go. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go!
Prescott to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Well, they have the yards anyway, so they're going to decline the penalty. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Well, Prescott here to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Oh, man, that was some call right there. The game in the balance. They run for it on 4th down, and this has been the story all game long. They've been the ones that come up with the big...